We're back. Thanks for staying with us. Joined in studio now by Matt Chipman. He is the editor-in-chief of the Green Baron Report. Matt, good to see you.
Glad to be here again, Don.
Well, it's the first time we've talked in 2011, and we're all bright-eyed and bushy-tailed and optimistic about the economy this year.
Yeah, you know what? My optimism has grown stronger. As you remember being on the show several times toward the end of last year, I was very positive about the way things were headed. It's hard to maintain the optimism when there's still a lot of people out there hurting and the economy is struggling in some areas. But the stock market is shown, that it's bounced back quite a bit, and we're happy where things are headed.
Well, we've seen over the years, and you can track this, that the stock market is ordinarily anywhere from 6 to 9 months ahead of the economy. I mean, the recovery will not be complete until we get our unemployment levels back down to 4 or 5%. But we are seeing good signs.
We're seeing really good signs. There was a little blip today, a little bigger increase in the PPI. The jobless numbers weren't quite as good as we'd hoped. So the market's had a heck of a run, but where we are focusing and pinpointing the stocks that we think are tremendously oversold and undervalued, I think there's several opportunities that still exist.
And what always seems to happen, too, during a period of recession, a lot of people just fall out of the job market and start their own businesses. Some of those businesses become successful, and that creates jobs. So it becomes a snowball, as it would. It
is a snowball effect because and the more you see the market behave better, that's more tax revenue that's going to be collected from profits, from gains that people are making in the markets. That's why a robust stock market is very good for the government in recouping and generating revenues.
Well, it really means nothing when you look at the Dow Jones Industrial Average, but everybody looks at that as a beacon of a successful stock market, and I wouldn't be surprised to see a 12,000 Dow sometime here in first quarter.
I wouldn't be surprised, and I'm more optimistic than ever for the stocks that we follow. The stocks that are under $5 that have been overlooked and kicked around, and some of these stocks have been beaten into submission. And now you got to take a fresh look at some of these because they're the ones that I think finally, because what I said I think on the last program was the number of stockholders in the America went from like 20% of Americans that own stock went down to like 11%.
Right.
These people are going to come back.
Oh, sure.
And what stocks are they going to buy? They're not going to chase the highest priced stocks. They're going to be looking at some of the ones that look like they're ready to turn.
Well, you're absolutely right, and you and I follow a lot of the same companies. We like these small emerging companies that can represent tremendous growth in the future. What are you looking at right now?
We're looking at a lot of different companies. We've been very active. One in particular that we released a report on just recently is a company that you've had on your show called Biomedical Technology Solutions. And they have a product that is in a multi-billion-dollar industry of cleaning up medical waste. We think it's the best product on the market. There are some 600-pound gorillas in the market that are eyeing them, and I wouldn't be surprised if they got more aggressive with it. It's not one of those stocks that may fly right off the bat, but I tell you, the market cap on it is low for the industry they're in, and to have the best product in the market, what we believe, this could explode at any time.
Well, Matt, you must be psychic because they're actually our very next guest on the program. Again, Matt Chipman, he's the editor-in-chief of the Green Baron Report. If you'd like more information about their newsletter, go to thegreenbaron.com. Matt, thanks so much.
Thanks for having me again, Don.